It's October. Woo!
Happy October.
It's spooky season.
Is anyone going trick-or-treating?
It's spooky, it's cold, and Halloween is coming. It's October.
Hi, I'm Kaylee, and this is October's Monthly Picks.
If you like October because you like being scared, Ghost Stories is coming to the Ambassadors Theatre. Directed by Jeremy Dyson and Andy Nyman from Fiddler on the Roof, the show has been all over the world and has even been made into a hit film. Not much is known about the show's plot, but what we do know is it's a rollercoaster ride of shocks, surprises and secrecy. If you see it, shh, don't tell us, because they want you to keep it a secret.
English National Opera have programmed 4 Orpheus productions this autumn, and 3 of them open this month at the London Coliseum. Starting with Orpheus and Eurydice, it's an elegant account of the Orpheus myth told in a milestone 18th century opera. Followed by Orpheus in the Underworld from the 5th of October, where Emma Rice is making her English National Opera directorial debut. Then penultimately, The Mask of Orpheus. Harrison Birtwhistle's iconic masterpiece retells the myth, with the main characters appearing in 3 distinct guises.
Solaris is coming to the Lyric Hammersmith this month. It's a David Gregg adaptation of the cult science fiction novel, and it's an international co-production which has already been in Edinburgh and Melbourne. It tells the spooky story of 3 scientists aboard an orbiting space station around the planet Solaris, where a psychologist is sent aboard to investigate reports of strange activity on the vessel. It sounds like this is going to be packed with suspense and tension, and mind games, and people struggling to tell the difference between fact and fiction.
Based on a 19th century true story from America, Fast is coming to the Park Theatre. Kate Barton's thriller explores the horrific consequences of a fasting-based miracle cure that devastated the nation. An intense and dark drama, this play will play with your mind and emotions. Perfect for this time of year.
The Girl Who Fell is coming to Trafalgar Studios too, starring EastEnders Claire Goose, Dr. Foster's Navin Chowdhury, Rosie Day from Outlander, and Will Fletcher in his professional stage debut. Mother and chaplain Thea is battling the fallout of her daughter's suicide. Sam misbehaved online, and Thea did something she'll always regret. Blamed by herself and others, she embarks on a mission to comprehend what Sam did and where, if anywhere, she is now. This is a poignant and darkly funny play about loss, guilt, and Snapchat.
The UK debut of Ages of the Moon is starting at the Vaults Theatre later this month. It's led by 2 heavy hitters from TV and film, Christopher Fairbank from Auf Wiedersehen Pet and Joseph Marcel from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Directed by Alexander Lass, the play sees 2 old friends reunite over a couple of glasses of whiskey one night in backwater America.
Based on Michael Morpurgo's beloved story, Warhorse is coming back to London at the Troubadour Wembley Park Theatre. Directed by Marianne Elliott and Tom Morris, the show is popular for its life-size puppets, horses that breathe, gallop and run around the stage. It's a classic not to be missed, so if you haven't already, you can get your tickets from Official London Theatre.
Practically perfect in every way, the multi-award winning production of Mary Poppins returns to its original home at the Prince Edward Theatre this month. Based on the books by P.L. Travers and the original beloved Disney movie, this double Olivia award-winning production tells the enchanting story of family and friendship. The production sees Zizi Stralin returning to the role of Mary Poppins. She is joined by Charlie Stemp, who plays Bert, the legendary Petula Clark as the Bird Woman, and stage star Joseph Milson as George Banks.
Zoo Nation's hit production Some Like It Hip Hop, first seen in 2011, is coming to the Peacock Theatre. It's based on a mixture between Billy Wilder's Some Like It Hot and Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and follows 2 women in a weird alternate universe where books are banned and women are subservient to men. It's got cross-dressing, it's got revolution, it's got mistaken identity, and it's got love. What more could you want?
Fresh from a sold-out run at the Young Vic, Wendell Pierce and Sharon D. Clarke reprise their roles in Death of a Salesman, coming to the Piccadilly Theatre. Co-directed by the multi-award-winning Marianne Elliott and Miranda Cromwell, Death of a Salesman recounts the story of a travelling salesman, Willie. Recounting his memories, the play looks back on his missed opportunities, the ones that came to define his and his family's life.
On Barage, a semi-autobiographical story about the places we leave behind and the memories we hold on to, is coming to the Royal Court Jerwood Theatre. In a lost village, Barage stores still stands, but residents John, Daniel and Noni aren't leaving. Instead, they're drinking whiskey and talking about the good times, but outside, a dark figure is making its way towards them. It features a very starry cast, including Rhys Ifans, Reiki Ayola and Jason Hughes, just to name a few. Definitely one not to miss.
Giving the classic Shakespearean tale a modern twist is Kimberly Sykes' As You Like It. This playful and imaginative take by the Royal Shakespeare Company is playing at the Barbican Theatre. The show combines music, puppetry and physical comedy as we follow Rosalind as she gets exiled from her home.
One of Gilbert and Sullivan's most loved operettas is coming to the Coliseum later this month, The Mikado. The show revolves around Nanki Poo, who loves Yum Yum, but Yum Yum's betrothed to Coco, the Lord High Executioner. When the Mikado orders a beheading, Nanki Poo and Coco have to come to an arrangement to make sure no one loses their head.
Award-winning actor and all-round national treasure, Miriam Margolyes is back at the Park Theatre with this dark comedy, Sydney and the Old Girl. It tells the story of a mother and son at war after being cooped up in an East End house for 50 years. As their twisted game reaches breaking point, an Irish care worker finds herself an unwitting pawn caught between the two sides.